Look at the screen. Sly thinks that's real. Not really sure we can go any further until somebody can be on at least the equal ground that we can recognize a fraud, a fake, a model when we see it. Look at the screen. Sly thinks that's real. Not really sure we can go any further until somebody can be on at least the equal ground that we can recognize a fraud, a fake, a model when we see it. Let me say it again in case any human beings are watching. You'll know that's you if you're not currently pounding on your keyboard telling me to drink bleach. Again, Sly believes this is real. So, Sparkane is asking for substance to my claim that he is a liar. So that's what I will provide. So the video that Sparkane did said the reason that we know they are in space, and this is awesome, by the way. The evidence, the proof, you're going to love it. This is how we know. When they're in the pool, they have little heads. In space, they have big heads. Boom. In fact, I totally forgot to tell the wife that. Missa!
Yeah.
Hey, so Sparkane totally figured it out. So you know how sometimes they're in the pool, we don't know if they're in space? Well, it's so easy. You just look at their faces. If it's a big head, that means they're in space. And if it's a little shrunken head, it means they're in the pool. Easy.
Wouldn't they just be using different helmets?
I didn't even think of that. I knew it was too good to be true. All right, back to the drawing board. If only everything were so easy, Sly. You don't think that'd be a nice little deception, huh? Have two different kind of helmets, one for the pool where aquanauts look funny, and then when they go to fake the spacewalk in a pool, they wear different suits and helmets. Brilliant. So, Sparkane is asking for substance to my claim that he is a liar. So that's what I will provide. So, just an early example of someone stating that I think timeanddate.com is suncalc because I said that. So where's the evidence that I said that timeanddate.com is suncalc? Pick two locations, one north of the Tropic of Cancer, one south. Okay? Great. So you're not doing observations, by the way. You're going to suncalc. That's not observation. But anyway. Now here's a very big example of somebody making a claim. And notice it's not said, I heard that, or rumor has it that. It is stated as an absolute fact. And there is absolutely zero evidence to back it up. So where's the evidence that I said that timeanddate.com is suncalc? You're not doing observations, by the way. You're going to suncalc. That's not observation. So easy, Dr. Zack could do it. Oh, that's hilarious. I wonder if Dr. Zack watches your videos. My bet would be no. So we just got accused of taking $25,000 from subscribers through a crowdfunding campaign, spending it on a ring laser gyro, proving that the Earth actually spun, and then we are going to sell back the gyro to eBay to pocket the money and split the $25,000 three ways. Did you notice they forgot to provide any evidence?
So if we can get one of these things, and like I said, they openly acknowledge that ring laser gyros are sensitive enough, absolutely, in fact, they tout it, that they're sensitive enough to detect the rotation of the Earth. I think it'd be really cool if we were able to crowdfund one. If we were unable to do this, I'm going to, get in touch with some people at DIA.
And did you notice that even Sparkane said, no, I did not hear that? Well, it's because it is completely made up. It never happened. Bob on Globebusters a few weeks back spoke about somebody who had bought a $25,000 gyro and then discussed the results.
I'm going to share something with you that we have been working on with our own experiments. So the difference between our fiber optic gyro and these apparatuses basically 100 years ago, when we got our gyro, and by the way, this gyro is an extremely mainstream gyro. It's used by the Defense Department. It cost us around $20,000 for this device. And we have run several tests with it, and I'm going to reveal one of them to you, and others we're going to be revealing at a later time. So what did we detect with our fiber optic gyro when we plugged it in and turned it on? Well, like many other people that registered, that use these things, we also detected a roughly 15 degree per hour rotation, okay, or a 1 revolution per day, okay, measurement.
Nor do we have it in our possession to sell it and make money off of it. So talk about a blatant lie, and these guys are allowed to tell it. They're allowed to libel and slander other people with completely false statements. So, Sparkane just said he can call me a liar because I never substantiate my claims. Then his example of that was a complete and total lie. Where is your evidence that I ever said our balloon got shot down because somebody didn't want me finding the truth?
And of course, we got no further information. It was like once that little weird light showed up underneath it, everything shut off, and that was all she wrote. And again, I don't want to go into major conspiracy land, but that was a really bizarre anomaly, the way that happened. So I'm going to say that based on this information, that the balloon did not burst at that altitude and fall to the ground. Rather, something caused it to simply fail. So there you have it.
David doesn't believe in coincidences.
Well, I'm not saying that foul play is at hand here, but you have to look at it. Globebusters is literally banging on the door of one of the biggest secrets in our world, which is that we don't live on a globe. We'd have to be naive to think that the powers that be are not watching an experiment like this. They had every opportunity to, if they wanted to, interfere with it. A 50-50 chance it either was messed with or it wasn't messed with. Right. So that happened, all of those things at the same time, that, is raising up major, conspiracy flags or whatever you want to call it. So
I'm pulling the conspiracy flags out of the boxes. They're just not going up till tomorrow at noon.
Excellent.
And then he's finally dropped it down to just a pole at the starting point and a pole at the ending point, removing the center measurement entirely.
Oh, boy. Another flat-out, blatant lie by Shawn Stuffblurred. Shawn, back up your claim. Show people where I have ever said I would remove the second pole. Show me. Show us. Show us you're not a lying, dirty scumbag, because you can't, because you're a lying, dirty scumbag. So that's why on my experiment, we're doing it differently to where that doesn't matter, the distance from the center of the Earth, because we're going to shoot a laser across 2 posts 3 miles apart and measuring the distance from the water level to the place that beam crosses. We're going to make sure that the first beam and the last beam, it crosses at the same place. So let's say that's 10 feet. So both places, both posts, the beam is crossing 10 feet above the water line. Well, then what you do is you measure in the middle. And if the middle is at 7.5 feet above the water line, then the Earth is curved. And if it's not, if it's 10 feet just like the other 2 posts, then it's not. This is going to get real old real quick. Have you noticed a trend here? You continue to tell lies. We are not afraid of doing any Eratosthenes experiment. We know the outcome of the experiment. If we do the observations and then put them into globe math, guess what? We're going to come back with the globe answer. It's called wasting time. Your experiment was a waste of time. It's already been done. Globebusters is not afraid of doing your experiment. We don't want to waste people's time. It's already been done.
Oh my god.